Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is the ladies are fighting and shading, backhanded, and the mess is real. But before we dive in, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. Check out our description box down below and join our newsletter. It is 100% free, and you get a free self-love guide. And check out our podcast, books, movies, courses, and more down below. So with that, let's dive right on in. So first up, we'll be talking about Monique and Sherri and Kim, what went down with them. Then we'll talk about Brandy is wilding out, more accusations against her regarding her being sexually inappropriate while on set. Then we'll talk about Kyle Richards. She's continuing to spiral. We're going to talk about her latest, gym pick, and we're going to get into that. And then we'll also talk about our best friend, Lisa Rinna, because she stays in the mess. Lisa, we want to stop talking about you, but you give us so much content. So here it is. So with that, let's dive in. So this is according to Madame Noir regarding Monique, Kim, and Sherri. And I also have the clip so we can listen to it, okay? But let's dive into the business. It says, Monique gracefully gathers Sherri Shepherd and Kim Whitley for, quote, backhanded compliments on her performance in The Reading. I might have an unpopular opinion about this, but we'll get into it. But I might have an unpopular opinion, okay? Monique wasn't feeling Sherri Shepherd and Kim Whitley's recent critique on her performance in the BET suspense drama, The Reading. On February 14th, the comedian and Oscar award-winning actress gracefully gathered the duo after they made a few backhanded compliments about her role in the film. The drama started after Whitley and Shepherd brought up Monique's latest flick on their Two Funny Mamas YouTube show. Side note, does the Two Funny I'm already laughing. Like I'm already on one. Now, does the Two Funny Mamas YouTube show, what does that remind you of? I'm going to give you one guess. Two Peas in a Pod podcast with Teddy Boring Mellencamp and Tamra Thirsty Judge. Doesn't that kind of give you the same vibes, right? Where it's like two chicks in the same industry either had like their YouTube channel or their podcast, and all of their content is about the same exact people or the same exact shows or whatever within their industry. So these Two Funny Mamas YouTube channel is giving me Two Peas in a Pod podcast. But let's keep going. Shepherd said she was blown away by the actress's on-screen portrayal in the film and her ability to transcend her talents from comedy to Hollywood. But the famous daytime talk show host admitted that Mo always seems to be, quote, getting in trouble off camera. It's not getting in trouble off camera. If it's not with another comic, D.L. Hughley, it is with the industry. Somebody, the 55-year-old star added, according to Radar Online. The comment didn't sit well with Mrs. Hicks. That's Monique's last name, Monique Hicks. Okay, now let's watch the clip of what Sherri and Kim actually said, and then we'll read what Monique's response was, okay? So let's watch.
This is why I hate that Monique got blackballed by Hollywood. You can take it down.
Because she's Spears, huh?
Monique won the Oscar for Precious for a reason. And like I said, people underestimate comics. She's really, really good. She's a great actress. Now, personality-wise, she's always getting in trouble. Always. If it's not with another comic, D.L. Hughley, it is with the industry. It's somebody. But this movie, The Reading with Monique, When I tell you, I almost turned it off. This sucker it scared me. But Monique is funny in it too. It's a horror slash damn comedy. I'm gonna tell you something. And Monique got it on her thing. So it's not gonna be me giving away the movie because she's got it posted. When people are getting killed, because you know it's a scary movie, so somebody's always getting killed. The girl who about to get killed, Monique got a knife.
Right. So that's what they said. That was it. That was it. Now, this was Monique's clapback. She says, on Tuesday, Monique took to her Instagram page to give the celebrity duo a little piece of her mind. The original Queens of Comedies alum thanked both stars for their praises before launching into a fiery tirade. See, this is where I might have an unpopular opinion. Everyone's like, oh, Monique is slamming them. Monique is shading them. She's gracefully gathering them. Personally, to be honest, I didn't detect any lies from what Sherri and Kim said. I'm not the biggest Sherri Shepherd fan. Not that I have anything against her, absolutely not. But I don't really connect with her. You know, I think it was maybe the whole her replacing Wendy Williams situation that went down the way that went down. So it's not like I'm just big upping Sherri, but in my personal opinion, if we're being honest, I think Sherri and Kim told no lies. Monique, you are problematic. You do have problems with a lot of people in the industry. You were beefing with what's his name, Lee Daniels and Oprah and DL Hughley and all of these people. You try to make it about keeping the black woman down in Hollywood. Girl, miss me with that. Bye. That has been the plight of a lot of black women. However, that was not the plight of this particular black woman. And by this particular black woman, I mean you, Monique. The person who sabotaged your career was you. I know after years you got the apology you needed, but the truth is, it reminds me of, remember when Dave Chappelle had his show and it was like when keeping it real goes wrong? That is what Monique gave me when she got, quote, blacklisted from Hollywood, when she was telling Oprah and Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry and all these people to suck her D and do all this and da-da-da-da-da and all this crazy mess because she didn't want to do her job, which was to market the movie that she was in during award season. That is a luxury as an actress. You should be very thankful that you're in a film, that your job is to market that film during award season for an Oscar, for all of it. But she let her husband, whom she pays for and is allowed to cheat on her, dictate her, and she shot herself in the foot. And the reason why I really feel this way, and the reason why Monique's response really irritated me, is I hate it when people take a legitimate issue, because there is a legitimate issue of the way black women are treated in general, and in particular in Hollywood and entertainment. Duh, we know that. That's not debatable. That's a genuine, real issue. And then you want to apply it because you're on your bullshit. And you want to make that your excuse for why your career is stagnant or why you're being blacklisted or why people don't want to mess with you, why people don't want to cast you, why people don't want to work with you. It's not because you're a black woman, Monique. It's because of your particular personality. And then when it really happens, when there are black women, minority women, whatever you want to call it, whatever marginalized group there is, when it really does happen, then we have to deal with people, oh, you're playing the race card. Oh, you're playing the gender card. You know, we have to deal with all of that crap. So, Monique, I get it. You're in your feelings because Sherri called you out. Again, I didn't see any lies detected. You're a phenomenal actress. You're a phenomenal comedian. I don't think anybody's disputing that. But she's right. Your own personality got into your own way. And you probably would have been way bigger and way further along if it wasn't for you. Because to be honest, right now, black women are killing it in entertainment. Killing it. So you can't say it's because of that. So miss me with that. Anyway, let me get off of my tirade and share you what her tirade was. She goes, I couldn't help but notice, though, that the two said, because of my personality, I'm always getting in trouble. She captioned the clip from the show. You then attempted to show a connection between my personality and me being blacklisted, along with the follow I had with brother D.L. Hughley. Again, no lies detected. It was your personality. That's why you had the fallout. Didn't you use D.L. Hughley's daughter's trauma? I think something happened to her. Some type of assault, some type of trauma happened to his daughter. And didn't you use that and throw that back in his face? And that's why he stopped messing with you. And that's why he got really mad at you, because you were in your feelings about where you were in the roster. Isn't that right? So whose fault is that? Yours, Monique. Let's keep going. Oh, and then don't forget about her when she got up here in a freaking ratty bathrobe, titties all hanging out, no bra, bonnet on her head, talking about, oh, Black women need to stop wearing scarves and bonnets and sweats to the airport. Remember that? Remember that stuff? And I was like, sweetheart, you're the last person to tell anybody what they can and cannot wear and or what they can and cannot do. But let's keep going. In addition, you two in the same breath mentioned how we as comics are underestimated. First thing, kids with their parents, criminals with the law, and slaves with their masters get into trouble. And the last time I checked, I don't fit into any of those categories to get in trouble with anyone mentioned. Do you two? That was stupid. You obviously knew what she meant by get in trouble. So stop. Secondly, when she said comics are underestimated, that's true. You know, people put people in different boxes. Oh, you're a comedy person. You're a comic. You can't do drama. You can't do serious. Oh, you're a model. Then you must be pretty and dumb, and you can't actually act. Oh, you're a singer. You can't act. Oh, you're an actor. You can't sing. Of course, people put people in boxes. Her saying that comics are underestimated was not a backhanded slight to you, Monique. You're just in your feelings. That's a general thing. People would say, like, oh, Jim Carrey can't be serious. Robin Williams can't be serious. Things like that. Chris Rock can't do drama. It's always like, oh my God, the comic is doing a drama. So, Monique, shut up. All right, let's keep going. The Precious Star continued, when you two say we as comics are underrated, and you and Sherri, again, she didn't say underrated, she said underestimated. So get your facts straight. Kim and I are ironically all Black female comics. Why do you think we're, quote, underrated? My personality is as such that we have to speak up and out against injustices so we can stop being, as we both said, underrated. I think she said underestimated. Anyway. And if you notice, I haven't ever started a conversation about you two that involved any negativity in any way over all of the years I've known you two. Mo added, check my resume. I don't go knocking on anyone's door saying things I can't substantiate, but some people have a problem with me because when they knock on my door with BS, I answer. Okay, Monique, I get it. You're still in your feelings about the whole situation. This is another reason why, and I also think what's going on here is it's also really tricky when people who are the quote content, the people who actually are in the situation, start to become content creators, i.e., YouTube channels, podcasts, Patreons, all of that stuff, and their content is other talent. This is where it gets really messy. This is where it gets really messy. This is very much like Dr. Heavenly having her YouTube channel, right? And the only thing she talks about is her cast members. The only thing she talks about is Bravo and Married to Medicine. Same things with Two T's in a Pod. Same thing with Bethany Frankel's Rewives. Same thing with X, Y, and Z insert podcast YouTube channel, where you are an active person in the industry or on the show, and your content is about critiquing and criticizing and commenting on those same exact people. This is just a very clear example of that. It's like if I got up here and I was doing commentary on Kimpire or Up and Adam or the real Andy, right? And I was just like, oh, let me just tell you all my opinions on them. It'd be very similar to that. It's like if an actor all of a sudden became a movie critic. You know, you're acting in the movies, but now you want to sit up here and critique other actors. That is where I think this tension is coming from, because the content, what Sherri and Kim actually said, is true. Monique, you are your own worst enemy. You did shoot yourself in the foot, and your personality got you blacklisted. Not because you're Black and not because you're a woman, because of your own personality. No lies detected. And just like you said, all three of you are comic Black women. I never heard of Sherri being blacklisted. I never heard of Kim Whitley being blacklisted. What's the difference? Personality and likability and workability. And whether you are a comedian or an actress or whatever you want to call yourself, you can't go around cussing out people and being on stage and telling people to suck your stuff and do all of this stuff to your bosses publicly, and then expect them to keep hiring you or not fire you from the job. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. They were right. You are extremely talented. You're funny as hell. You're a fantastic actress. But it's your own personality that got you into trouble, and now you're in your feelings. But I get how it is still a sticky situation, given the trend now of people within their own industry becoming content creators about their industry. That's why they had to intervention with Dr. Heavenly. She's on YouTube talking about them like a dog, but they're her castmates, right? The only content on Two Peas in a Pod is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and the Real Housewives of OC. I don't know what they're talking about other than that. So that is that trend. And I think that is what's going on. So in this situation, personally, sorry, Monique. Sorry. You just in your feelings, let it go. Let it go. But I want to know what you guys think. Put it down in the chat box and stick around, Candy Canes. We're going to do some more stories, and then I want to take your questions and comments. But as always, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend, because a kiki is always better with community. And check out our description box down below. Join our newsletter. It is free. And check out our podcast, courses, and more. So with that, let's move on to our next segment, which is messy, messy, messy Brandi Glanville. Okay? Let's talk about messy ass Brandi Glanville. I'm